Yeah. So the track is just absolutely majestic. So I kind of went into 12 with not hugely high expectations. Based on my Theatrhythm experience, I found all the tracks in the last game pretty awkward and uninspiring. I quite liked Geezer Plains, but Flash of Steel / Clash of Swords, my troubles with that are documented, as are my troubles with Theme of the Trolling Empire. So I didn't have huge expectations for it, and for the music especially. And then I loaded it up and played the first about 3 hours of it. And I had to go and make a post on like my friend group I have on Facebook of Final Fantasy / Kingdom Hearts fans, just to say, I have to eat a massive slice of humble pie. This is the most divine experience I've ever seen. Ivalice is such a well-realized world. Rabanastre, it was those 3 hours. I've never seen a world so lifelike in Final Fantasy. It seems like, yes, this makes sense. This could be a real civilization. All these races intermixing. You can see the commerce, the different classes, and the gossip that's going on. And as one of the members of that society, the little bits of gossip that are shared with you, and that's kind of how the world is built. It's like, oh, hey, Van, how is Miguelo doing, and how's Pinello, and it all just makes sense in a way that no Final Fantasy had ever done really before. It went downhill after that, I'll be quite honest. It did go downhill. It wasn't that great. I quite enjoyed the political plot line and being like, oh, this is actually a really interesting moral dilemma for Ash, and where does she go from now, and what does she really want to achieve? Is saving her people important, and what would I try and do in the situation? A very good friend of mine called Sam summed it up best. Said that in FF12, it always feels like something incredible and really important is about to happen for the entire game, and it never quite does. It feels like it's just about to simmer over. It just never quite does. It never has that wow, impactful moment. And I don't really like the gameplay. I've heard several people say that the gameplay in 12 is absolutely excellent, and it's fairly well realised, but I find that it's pretty easy to find what the right set of gambits is, and then it's just you win or you don't. You can either cure fast enough and have enough MP and enough items to win the battle, or you don't. And it can be very depressing when the answer's no, because then you kind of have to go back and grind and buy more stuff, or somehow go back and try and make an amendment that it was like, oh yeah, well I was too lazy to set that up because I didn't want to set up gambits. So, contrary to most people, I think I would say that I actually enjoyed the story and not so much the gameplay of 12. And there's the whole weird thing about it's very hard to get experience in 12. I felt like I spent most of the game under-leveled, but they do this weird thing with equipment where if you hit a town, if you bought all the equipment that was then available to you in that town, or any shop that you would hit, whatever it be, like the foot of Baromeses, there would be a town there, or like in the middle of the Mosferan highways there'd be a town. If you bought all the equipment there and equipped it all for all your characters, you would blitz like the next 5 hours of gameplay. Dead easy, it'd be no challenge at all. But your money was limited, and you had to earn money by sort of selling loot and going on hunts if you could find the time to do that. With that, and that was a really fun system. So it was like, okay, I have to conserve my money for. I don't want to buy the equipment now, because buying equipment and then selling it later on means you lose half the money that you spent buying it. It's like, okay, I have to conserve my money and not go. And so you end up sort of saving up and going through this period of really tough battles, and like the one tough dungeon where you're hanging on to equipment from 5 shops ago. and then you get to reward yourself by buying like an entirely new set of equipment, and it just feels amazing, and you're blitzing through everything, and then it sort of gradually slips back into I still have to save, and I still can't buy equipment, and everything's getting hard again, and it's terrible. I actually kind of liked that, I think, in some kind of sadistic way, because when you actually bought equipment, it was like giving yourself a present. It was like, hey, it's my birthday. I'm going to buy some equipment. It's like retail therapy, but in RPG form and without actually spending real money. Any other thoughts to ramble on about 12? It was the most recent one I played, so I guess everything's fresh in my mind. I was saying on a comment of one of the videos, there's a lovely guy who commented, guy or girl, I don't actually know, I'm sorry for assuming anything, but I believe they were called Antsuck, and they just left a comment, I think today, saying that they sort of like watching my videos, and that was so lovely to hear. Thank you so much. I'm not massively sure why anyone would want to watch these videos anymore, so I leave them to myself. I say that I'm leaving them to myself as like a video diary, and I record a couple thoughts about the games, and I can look back through and just watch. There are a couple of the videos that I always love watching again. I love watching the calling video, and love watching Corridors of Time again, where I sort of recorded thoughts about Chrono Trigger that I'd played at the time. So it's nice to do that, and it's nice to keep these videos going for that purpose. But if you do enjoy watching these videos, then thanks, that's great. Just one random guy playing some Theatrhythm and rambling on. So thanks for watching. As ever, thank you for watching. Bye.